Alright, the last lesson in this division series, we're going to use 615 divided by 3. At this point you should know that the number inside is called the dividend and the number outside is the divisor. We're going to put our steps next to it, daddy, mother, sister, brother, so we know where we are in the steps. If you do not keep up with your steps, then you may lose track of where you are and not know what you are supposed to do next. First step is dividing. We are going to divide the 3 into the first digit here, the 6. How many times does 3 go into 6? Or in another way to put it, 6 divided by 3 equals what? Well, that is a simple math fact. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. The answer to division problems always goes on top. They are the VIPs, so that is going to go right up here. 2. Division done, so we check that off. Next is multiplication. So I put my X there to represent multiplying on the outside. So I do 2 times 3 equals 6, and that answer goes on the bottom. Multiplication is done, so I check that step off. The next step is to subtract, and I go ahead and set up my subtraction problem, and I get a 0. Okay, and I go ahead and click that off and bring down one number at a time. Bring down the 1, and since I brought down a 1, I'm going to go ahead and know that I'm going to redo all of the steps all over again. Now in this case, 3 goes into 1 how many times? Well, up until this point we have had 3 go into the number, or 2 go into the number, or 6 go into the number, but 3 is greater than 1, so 3 doesn't go into 1 at all. So 3 goes into 1 0 times, because you cannot split 1 evenly into 3 groups. One way to look at it is like this. You have 1 cube. You're expected to split it into 3 groups. Well, you can't split this cube. It's impossible. And because division is splitting into equal groups, none of these are going to get it. You can't have it here, because then both of these have 0, and that does not mean equal groups. It means each of these groups will get none, and there will end up being a remainder of 1. So back to the problem. Since we cannot split 1 by 3, nobody's going to get anything, and we're going to put it 0. So we've done our division. Now we do our multiplication. And we take this number that we just came up with the answer to, and 0 times 3. Well, that's a really easy problem to do. That is 0. Okay, and then we do our subtraction. 1 minus 0 is 1. Now if you notice, we can't just skip this step. 0 is still a placeholder. We just happen to have no 10s for this number. We still have 2013. That's still important. It's not like it's 213. It's 2013. We just have no hundreds in our year. So it is still important to put this 0 here. So we subtracted. Now do we have anything to bring down? We have this 5. So we bring down this 5. Okay, since we brought something down, we start over all over again. I need to bring it down actually. Alright, we brought down something, so we know we're starting division all over again. Now this is the part that always gets you guys. You don't know where to go from here. Well, this isn't a remainder. We just brought it down, so again, 3 into 15. How many times does 3 go into 15? Well, again, we're looking at it as 15 divided by 3. Okay, so what is 15 divided by 3? Or what can 3 times y equals 15? What is y then? What do we multiply by to get 15? So we can look at our multiplication chart. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We land exactly on 15, so we know we're not going to have a remainder. 3 times 5. 3 times 5 equals 15. So we know our answer up here is going to be 5. Division is done. Next we multiply. 5 times 3 equals 15. Subtraction. 5, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Check to bring anything down. Don't have anything else to bring down. So we're not going to do the entire cycle over again. Do not have a remainder. So 615 divided by 3 equals 205. Now, that is how you do a division problem with zeros in the quotient.